Skip the Dishes is making people lazy. It's encouraging people to cut corners when it comes to the basic necessity of getting something to eat. I've always had issues with the concept of delivery. The idea of having someone else deliver food to you just because you're too lazy to get it yourself when you're the one who's hungry and starving. That just really rubs me the wrong way. I can understand where there are certain cases where we need delivery. For example, if you're hosting a party and you need pizza delivered, you can't really just leave your house unattended while there's a party going on. This scenario is either the result of poor planning or the party would just prefer, the pizza hot and ready. But at least that's a decent enough excuse, right? But no, we're talking about people who are fully capable of getting the munchies themselves, who still opt out for the lazier options. Now, I think it's clear that I love food, right? You already know, your boy's a foodie. I've always been out and about exploring my local restaurants. But it's not just about the food, right? It's about going out and traveling to the restaurant, talking to the people, and really being a part of the environment that builds character. Hell, you might even run into somebody you might know, or you might get into like a funny, uplifting conversation with one of the staff, which is very unlikely in itself. But when you place that order on Skip the Dishes, you're already drawing the line in the sand, drawing that boundary. You're limiting your interaction with the world to just answering the door and taking the food. That's it, one handoff. Since all the payment is already done through the app, you miss even the slightest moment to have a decent conversation with that person. It doesn't have to be meaningful, but anything. I'm obviously not saying that going to pick up some takeout is the only social interaction that people get, but once you start finding a shortcut for one thing, you feel lazy, you feel motivated, and you start, trying to find shortcuts for other things as well. For example, would you believe there are apps out there for skipping grocery shopping? Yeah, for people who can't be bothered to look around to buy stuff. Oh, so boring, so lazy. These people make Sleepy from the Seven Dwarfs look like a powerhouse of productivity. Now, let's not be mistaken. Perhaps folks truly don't have the time to spare nowadays because of work, or the river runs deeper than that. But if you look at how the world has evolved, humans have always had to go out to search and hunt for food. So going to the grocery store or convenience store, which is literally there for your convenience, is the least you could possibly do. Besides, when you're ordering your groceries, you're browsing through the aisles anyways, so what's the difference? Are you really saving that much time doing it through the app instead? There's something very special about going out and eating at a restaurant with your friends. Being able to meet up with close buddies, talk about what you guys been up to, and of course, enjoy the atmosphere and the food. That's why we have restaurants. You get out there and you enjoy yourself. Now, I'm not done because I'm gonna actually give these guys a fighting chance to see if they can honestly sell me on their service. So let's look at some of their ads.
Check this out. Now you can order food online from hundreds of your favorite local restaurants, exclusively through SkipTheDishes.com or the Skip the Dishes app.
Now, as much as I hate these guys, probably the most impressive thing about Skip the Dishes is how they were able to nail those exclusives. Like, if you want delivery from Five Guys, for example, whether you like it or not, it's gonna have to be from Skip the Dishes. You have no choice but to use their app.
Place your order at SkipTheDishes.com or through the app. Then watch live GPS so you'll know exactly when your food arrives.
Probably the reason they have this new tracking system thing is because people ask for it. And of course, it's helpful to know when the food will arrive, but some people out there will probably check their phone every 1 to 2 minutes out of hunger and anxiety waiting for the delivery. So wouldn't it just be better to place a takeout order and just go to the restaurant?
Skip the Dishes is easy, convenient, and free to use.
And that's exactly what's wrong with it. They made it too damn easy to acquire food with as little effort as possible. Probably the worst ad I've ever seen would have to be the sexual innuendo. Yeah, I knew it was gonna happen at one point. We're human after all, so it was inevitable.
We average a good
2-3 times a week?
4.
That's a slow week.
At least.
He likes Mexican, but the Italian was the best I've ever had.
Now, I have a very important question for all of my viewers right now. Have Skip the Dishes, okay, the motherfuckers that Skip the Dishes, okay, have they really degraded themselves so low to the point where they have to make their viewers horny for a food delivery app?
I do it by myself sometimes.
Sometimes I just sit there and watch.
Once I did it 3 times in a day.
I'm doing it right now.
Oh, you sick bastards. Even if the goal of this ad was to be funny, all it's going to do is make the viewer awkward as hell. And you know what they're trying to suggest here. You know exactly what's going on. So I'm just gonna come out and say it. He's beating the meat. He's slapping the salami. Saying it is one thing, but did you really feel the need to play with your Jimmy Johnson when the cameras were rolling, or at the very least look like it?
With the Skip the Dishes app, we can get delivery from pretty much anywhere.
Delivered. Oh, you delivered all right. I mean, this whole thing is just one big mouthful, okay? Skip the Dishes, delivering food and sexual jokes at the tap of your screen. Here's another one with the swimming pool. I think now's a good time to mention that most of the actors in these commercials seem to be in their 30s to 40s. But really, the major demographic I see taking advantage of this thing are millennials. I know that brings up the age-old misconception that millennials suck at being responsible and they're too damn lazy, but hey, I know there's good, hard-working people my age out there, so I'm not gonna be a douchebag. Let's play the fucking video.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Oh, fries are mine!
No, the fries
Are yours.
Oh, you have to deal with it. You'll do this, I'll do this.
Now, to be fair, there's nothing wrong with this commercial outright, but I have a few minor complaints. First of all, Skip the Dishes couriers don't use paper bags. They have proper heated thermal bags. Second, this doesn't really look like an international student. And third, if you're stupid enough to use your phone in the pool, then you don't deserve great delivery. Alright, this next one is called Skip the Letdown. Sounds like a fucking blast. Let's have a watch.
Give mommy a minute.
I love how she doesn't even make an effort to start cooking at home. Just stabs her fork at the frozen meal and that's it. Way to take initiative and teach your kids good nutrition. They'll probably grow up to be just as lazy and undriven as you are.
Order from your favorite restaurants with the most free delivery options. Skip the Dishes. The food you want, delivered.
It starts with fresh ingredients, which not everybody's gonna have, I understand. But if this is your attitude when it comes to feeding your own kids, I'm sorry, but you're failing not only as a parent, but a proper role model, dude, straight up. Alright, so this next ad is gonna be the last one we're checking out. Has something to do with smart home. I have no idea what to expect. Let's check it out.
Don't you love how easy life is with a smart home? You never have to lift a finger. Play me something in C minor. Oh, hey, smart home, make me a pad thai with extra tofu and don't skimp on the bean sprouts. Healthy.
Eating out at restaurants every day. Healthy. Got him. Yeah, no need to teach yourself how to cook or anything. No need to learn a lifelong skill that could potentially help you in the future when you can't eat out every day because of financial constraints. Just skip the dishes. Healthy. Okay, to be fair, a pad thai is more on the healthy side when it comes to eating out. But still, I mean, what kind of excuse is that to spend more money to eat out to begin with? Lazy. So after watching all this crap, I've taken some inspiration and made my very own Skip the Dishes ad. Here it is. I hope you guys enjoy this. Damn it. I've been binge watching so much Netflix that I have neglected my own personal health. In other words, I'm hungry. I wonder if there is a way I could possibly feed myself while barely lifting a finger. Check this out. Introducing Skip the Cutlery, the perfect option for when you can't be bothered to facilitate the basic human necessity of getting something to eat. Perfect. Okay. Looks to be straightforward. Alright, let's roll. Yes! Let's go! Yo, hold up. Something ain't right, man. Why the hell is the street number so off? Fuck, I better not be lost, man. I swear. Where am I even? Hold up, I gotta pull over, man. I gotta check something. Skip the Cutlery is fast, convenient, and free to use. Hold up, man. This GPS is fucking me up, dude. Hold the fuck up. No way. Dude, don't even play with me right now. Are you serious? I was going the wrong way? Google Maps, you play too much, man. Crap, this guy's gonna be fucking choked, man. I'm so goddamn late, dude. It's not even funny. Place your order through Skip the Cutlery. Then, watch live GPS to see whether your courier is doing their job or dilly-dicking the fuck around. Yo, come on, man, get out of the way. I'm trying to freaking deliver munchies to people and shit, dude. This guy's gonna be fucking choked, man. I'm taking like 30 goddamn minutes to get to the freaking address, dude. Alright, this looks to be the right address. Hey, how's it going? Alright, here you are. Choose between local restaurants or national chains. Thanks, have a good day. Skip the Cutlery, the food you want. Delivered. The bottom line is, if you're using Skip the Dishes and you're in a position where you're able to leave the house, you're lazy. And that goes for any delivery as well. You're no better than the rest of the Skip the Dishes couch potatoes who can't be bothered to go outside for the littlest of things. And no, using DoorDash does not exempt you. I know this entire video seemed like it was bashing Skip the Dishes, but I want to let you guys know that I don't hate these guys that hard. I think they're revolutionizing the delivery game immensely, and they're making new jobs for delivery drivers. The point I'm trying to get across is that delivery, like many things, is bad when you're using it excessively, but healthy in moderation. Now, I forgot to mention one small minor detail that was probably going to be very important for this video. I did end up working for Skip the Dishes over the summer. Okay, but only because I needed something very flexible that, you know what I'm saying, I could do alongside my programming class, my one programming class. Otherwise, it would have just been some other ordinary retail job. Like I was planning to do, you know, a grocery store, like cashier job or something like that. That being said, you would think that this fact would change my stance on them, maybe just by a small amount, but no, I didn't change a word in my script. My opinion stays the same. Skip the laziness, guys. Oh, and by the way, all the goofy scenarios that these advertisements portray the delivery couriers being in, yeah, that never happens, guys. It's a pretty decent job, though. So moral of the story, guys, cherish eating out, okay? I mean, you're only young once, okay? Going to a restaurant is not only feeding your body, but also, in a sense, is feeding your mind as well. Save all the delivery nonsense for when you're an elder who doesn't have the energy to experience restaurants. And once you do make that first real step with your friends, it's gonna feel amazing. Until you realize that most people can't bother to be present during the outing without being on their phones. But that's a story for another day. That's the end of my rant, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. It really means a lot to me. If you guys enjoyed this video, do me a quick favor. Like if you like, cause here's gonna dislike. Share and sub if you know what's up. Leave a comment to show me some love. And until next time, guys, my name is Sendo, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.